Watch out, Leos. For the month of July, make sure you are not interfering with the karmic justice. There are certain situations that are going to turn around your life, especially when it comes to your home stability and your career or your business in the month of July. But why this is happening? This is happening for your highest good, and you are not going to be able to maybe justify why this is happening or see the real reason behind that. But mainly the business as well as business finances are going to be your sensitive or the turning point in the month of July. I would say, I would feel that from these cards that you, Leo, you will see the bigger picture by end of September, but not right now. And the most important part right now that actually majority of you, Leo, are already doing is to take a very solid, very direct, honest, transparent, logical and analytical approach to everything and everyone that is happening around you, especially when it comes to your communication. Leo, you have a tendency that to think something, to take a certain perspective, turn it around in your head, and then hold it back information in order to somehow manipulate or hide some sort of facts for your own reasons from other people. And your communication, if I'm looking at your throat, is not going to be very clear. You are going to hold back yourself. You, on the one hand, you want to be very straight, judgmental, finding the truth, like being the judge for everything and everyone. But at the same time, you are not acting in that position. You are not acting by your communication and transparency of your intentions, of your actions. It's more like a defensive mechanism that you are thinking by putting yourself in a position that I know better, I see better, but actually you are not. And you are going to try to somehow either hide information from others or hold your communication back by not explaining everything as it is. And this is going to bring even more insecurities, especially in others. And even though you have the intention to reconcile, to connect, to sort it out, others are not going to feel it because they will feel that you are something hiding. They cannot trust you, they cannot rely, or you are not understanding the full truth about the situation. So my recommendation would be, don't hold yourself back. Don't think that if you will be honest, if you will play with open cards, they are going to take advantage of you. Not at all. By playing openly, by explaining, by communicating, by explaining your truth, your vision, your perception, you will just clear or create a bigger picture from everything, and then you will be able to maneuver out whatever is happening right now. And there is going to be a lot of insecurities. People will feel cold towards you, feel distant, feel that they want to push you away, they don't want to communicate, they're holding themselves back because they feel a very strong presence of you, that you are like, hey, give me this, give me that, what is this, what is that, that you're like, like a bad teacher with a big roller that will punish everybody who is not telling what the teacher wants to hear. But don't be like that. Are more like, hey, I'm ready to listen. I'm ready to listen without the judgment, without interfering. Listen to understand. And then you will encourage those others that are literally, I would say, somehow afraid from you. But of course, they are holding themselves back. It's not like that they are not, I don't want to say they are lying. It's not about lying. It's about just not telling as things as they are, and holding back a lot of because of their own insecurities and being afraid to be judged by you. And where this is leading is that you will see that there's a very big change. Wheel of Fortune reversed and Knight of Swords reversed. It's talking about a very big change, maybe some sort of hostile change, maybe a very unwelcomed changes happening to your career, to your finances, to your life perspective, your goals, the life vision, and even in your energy centers, there's a very big frustration happening in relation to who you are and how you are achieving your goals. There's a very big frustration, as well as a frustration in your finances, your security, your foundation. And the hostile change is happening to you because there is something way beyond your control, which is limiting your ability to either do your job. You know, it could be like suddenly the company where you work is going through restructurization. Suddenly there are some sort of beyond limitations, you know, like you don't have visa to be somewhere, or you're supposed to travel and you cannot, or some sort of physical, or I would say more, because there is a swords and Knight of Swords and your Queen of Swords, like more, either it is law enforcement, either it is documents or paperwork, either it is some sort of inability to move forward, either from because you don't know how, you are not experienced and you are full of fears, or there is some sort of enforced blockage on you, like you know, suddenly they are downsizing your department, or suddenly they're cutting off some sort of support, suddenly there is some sort of bigger changes in the government or in the company or HR policy, or some sort of, you know, changes that is kind of you cannot do anything and you don't know what to do. And this is why you're just kind of going with the flow. And what would be the advice for Knight of Swords reversed? The advice would be that you should reshuffle your expectations. You should maybe ground yourself more of where you stand, where you think you are, and what is the reality. And it could be even with the Wheel of Fortune that you are being told, you know, instead of giving you that position where you were, now it's just, it is what it is, it's left. You know, either you are experiencing a job insecurity or instability, or you are being asked to transfer from one position to another, from one role to another, or leaving the job. And you are standing against this injustice and saying, I want to claim my what I deserve to receive. Because of this very big change, until the end of September, you might feel that there is instability, financial, work instability, that is going to give you some sort of very feeling that nothing is moving forward. Everything is just so stressful because you're out of the control. You want to be in control, but you are out of control. The problem maybe is that you are being asked to look around, to take a different perspective towards your whole life, towards where you are going, towards your direction, towards the methods, how you are communicating, how you're achieving goals, how you are moving forward with your life, as well as if you are waiting on news, then you are kind of the passenger of these bigger events that are happening to you. And instead of waiting these news that they will come as a judgment, maybe you need to step and say, how I can get out from this victim position into actually taking this situation as advantage for myself. Can you see the advantage in this hostile situation that is happening to you and use it in your favor like a lesson? This is completely going to turn around the dynamics where you are and how you feel about yourself. Because otherwise you're just so overwhelmed. You're so overwhelmed by trying to figure it out and having the control. And you know, in living in this what if the worst is going to happen, what if, and I need to stay alert. But what if you just need to surrender and allow things to happen by themselves, but taking full responsibility of your life and taking this change is happening for me, for my highest good. And this can affect as well, we talked about the work and what Wheel of Fortune reversed is related to. This change can affect as well your financial situation, financial situation in relation to your home. In relation, maybe you are forced to change the place of living, apartment, maybe there is some sort of like leakage. Suddenly something breaks in your home and you are forced to handle the situation, but you are already in a quite tight financial situation, or where to move if, let's say, I don't know, roof damage in your roof and you cannot stay and you need to move out, and where to move, and you're feeling somehow losing your foundation below your feet. This as well can mean that there is, at your home, there can be a very mean, manipulative person who is taking advantage of you. Somebody who is manipulating you and pushing you into the corner, either trying to take too much money from you, trying to squeeze out something that doesn't belong to them. So don't allow this to happen. Very clear boundaries, like saying, no, this is not going to happen. Another thing is that maybe pay extra attention to your security. Lock your doors, make sure all your valuables are locked, maybe in some safe place, because that can as well mean some hostile guests into your house. So make sure that your security is protected, and your security in terms of valuables, as well as your relatives, your homemates, your closest people, because there can be unwelcome change as well. Talking about your love situation, here's Three of Swords, and Three of Swords together with the Four of Pentacles, as well as could mean that you have been maybe living together with your partner and suddenly you're understanding, you know what, I don't want this, I'm moving out, I'm ending this, and this end is bringing again a very big change in terms of where you live, your financials. You cannot focus on your work because everything just is falling apart. You're trying to stay at your best, but this is just a cold image or cold image face that you're trying to wear for the month of July. But that's going to solve by end of September, so everything has its duration. If you're single, this is the time when you are going to go through, I'm advising you to go through a healing process, healing of your internal insecurities that are coming from previous relationships. On one hand, you're going to feel, I'm open, I want something new, but on the other hand, you're not ready yet. There's something way much deeper that is still triggering you. Why you cannot settle down, why you don't allow yourself to open up towards those potential partners that you meet, and you're always creating this very cold and high some type of defense mechanism between you and the others. What is the main guidance for all the Leos in the months of July? Oracle. And this is about waiting for information. Wait for important information. Like I said, you're waiting on something. Some sort of news are going to come to change the direction of your life. And this is happening in the months of July. If you want to have a personal session with me, Leo, message me on Arrow Sisters. Otherwise, thank you for watching and see you in the next videos.